diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Slithers into space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. This quarterback part of their running game. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
You know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, going to the air. Got his man. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Sanders. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rush is on him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Michigan offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's the pressure. Grab behind the line. It's Reese.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? Wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
They'll run the screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grab near the marker is Winton. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags a quick pass on the left. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But
into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes. This is a gamble. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Takes an easy completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble.
ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it down. Inside the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a 1st down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Finds the tight end down the gut. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
From the gun, the ground game. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Field advantage can have. There it is. The offense will walk it back. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
defense's doctor order. Bringing it back. He's at the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Will start at their own 27-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll set up to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little extra time. It's complete to the right. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Wolverine. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Washington. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
That's caught. It's Oda.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time on target. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Fires to the big fella. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
He'll take it himself. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. It's complete to the left.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And as he throws, he's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. He might want another play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Georgia.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
They make the stop to cover.